The opinions in this podcast are solely those of the creators and do not reflect the opinions of the filmmakers involved. If you are of legal drinking age, feel free to have a drink with us, but please do drink responsibly. You're listening to Cole-astic Cinema.
Hey, careful, man. There's a beverage here, huh?
There is no pena, only soul.
And you never once paid for drugs.
Not once.
With your host, Fabian Salazar.
Yeah, we've got very pretty dancing women in our movie. And you're an asshole for enjoying this, by the way.
And Cole Butterfield.
I enjoyed her. I mean, I'm still not convinced that she's a great actress.
Where we talk about movies, most of the time.
She's good in this movie,
Yeah,
especially her choreography. She just fucking nails.
Oh, she nailed that
She's
fucking
so
choreography,
good.
dude. My God. I mean, again, like I said, I was really focused on the dancing.
So come along for a ride and have fun.
Entry alert.
Unauthorized entry alert.
All right, so we got a fruited and a lemonade, and then there's a tropical one.
Ooh, those sound good.
Yeah.
So,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
See, it's like, you're just like, I come up from using the bathroom, and it's just like, oh, yeah, we need drink. Oh, never mind.
Oh, never
It's
mind.
already on
Here
top.
it is.
Cheers.
On top of it. Salute, motherfucker.
Welcome to Cole-astic Cinema,
Welcome.
and today we are watching the 2018 remake of Suspiria.
Suspiria.
But before we get into that, I'd like to remind everybody to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, and turn on that notification bell to get sounds and alerts to be notified about new episodes. Anyway, I think, is that it? Did I mention Spotify? We're up on Spotify and YouTube.
Spotify, YouTubes.
Yeah. Keep in touch with us. Leave us some comments about movies that you'd like to watch, and let's get into the episode.
Just saying, I want you to talk to me. I want you guys to just reach out.
See, communication is key. We could be making this podcast better for all of y'all,
Yeah,
but you just got to let us know.
Just let us fucking know, all right? Stop being afraid to communicate, all right? You're so shut in all the time, and you just won't open up to anybody.
Don't make me schedule with the therapist. I've
Right,
already
it's-
like this. We don't need couples
It's
counseling.
not healthy behavior. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Please just let me know.
I
I promise I can be better.
can't fix the problem if I don't know what the problem is. And
Oh, that's pretty good.
yeah, right? Not bad.
All right. So yeah, we're watching Suspiria. It was made in 2018. Came out in select theaters because this was either the first or one of the first Amazon original movies.
I think it was one of the first because they kind of got into some flack with it before they found they got their whole legal team involved to where they could just start making movies.
Yeah. So yeah, I saw it opening night at the Tower Theater in Salt Lake. Immediately fell in love with this. I thought this is my favorite horror movie remake I've ever seen. So it's directed by Luca Guadagnino.
Oh, that's right, guys. It's going to be one of those episodes.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those ones. Luca Guadagnino. It was written, characters are created by Dario Argento and Daria Nicolodi. Screenplay was adapted by David Kajganik.
See, if you guys just communicate with us, we'd know how to say these fucking names.
It stars Tilda Swinton, Dakota Johnson, Mia Goth, and Chloe Grace Moretz. It was filmed in Italy and Germany. It was made for $20 million and only... Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. And only made back $7.9 million. This movie bombed
Oh,
hard.
I saw that. And oh, my God. It hurt my heart. But then I remembered that has Dakota Johnson in it. So it's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is her trying to break away. This is like right after they wrapped the 50 Shades series. So she's still trying to break away from that. But I think she does a great job in this movie.
That's what you've told me. And I'm waiting to see it because we're also, doing this in the aftermath of Madam Web.
Yeah.
So
True.
I don't know anything I've seen with Dakota Johnson where I've been like, oh, hey, she's a pretty great actress.
She's
so.
actually really good in this one.
All right.
I hope so. Probably have it in your notes too. She took 2 years of ballet to prep for this movie.
Yeah, which as an adult, I can only imagine the kind of toll that take on your body. Like as a child, taking like ballet as a child, like your feet alone are incredibly fucked up. Mm-hmm. Well, not incredibly fucked up. To all the ballet listeners, I'm not saying you have disgusting, gross, filthy, horrible feet that should never be seen in the light of day.
Well, yeah, feet in general.
But I am just hinting that that's what your feet look like.
But yeah. I'm with you. But the dance choreography in this movie, the soundtrack in this movie,
we
the
got
visuals,
Tom
like
motherfucking York.
dude, it's
Goddamn
so
radio
fucking
guy.
good, so good. What do you got?
I don't have many notes. Like we were talking about earlier, like I kept trying to like read notes, but then like every other note was like a spoiler warning.
Yeah.
Or like looking at themes and stuff like that. It was all deep dives into the movie, and I want to be surprised. I want to just take this movie in, for the first time and really just enjoy it. So I've got like let's know one of those shorter preambles with like no notes.
Yeah.
Other than people that were tied to this before, Luca, Geronimo, and all of them. Is that just because they're talking about doing it back in 2008, which is when Luca eventually got like kind of like the rights and the go ahead to go and remake the movie. Yeah. But before that, you actually had David Gordon Green attached to direct.
Ooh, interesting.
With Natalie Portman as obviously the.
Yeah, and that would have been like writing off the back of Black Swan.
Yeah, and then also apparently, like I think for one of the Tilda Swinton roles, supposed to be Judi Dench.
Oh,
sorry, Dame
Judi Dench. Yeah, I can see what role that would be too. So yeah, the original was made in 1977 by Italian horror icon Dario Argento. And it was a really, really good movie also, but it's really weird. It's got a soundtrack by an 80s band called Goblin. They did the original Dawn of the Dead soundtrack too, and it's kind of cool. They're like a rock star band and shit. So like and I think they did Demons also, but yeah, they're all over like the 80s horror scene.
Wait, but wasn't the first one like really centered around ballet? Like the original like ballet centric as opposed to where this one's mostly just dance.
Yeah, it's ballet academy.
So ballet to 80s rock.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
I guess late 70s, early 80s.
It's weird. It's hard to describe. Like it's like it's weird and like synthy, and it's fun. It gets stuck in your head too. Like I'm thinking about it. Like both movie soundtracks get stuck in your head really easily. And then always going back to Scream 4. This is connected, don't worry. But
wait, Scream 4?
Yeah, this is connected.
Okay.
So there's a scene in Scream 4 where Rory Culkin's talking to Hayden Panettiere's character, and they're like, "Oh, you're a horror aficionado too," and he's going through her collection. He's like, "Oh, Night of the Living Dead, awesome. Oh, sweet, like Friday the 13th and shit." I was like, "Yeah, everybody has it." And then he's like, "Oh, you have Suspiria," and I'm like, "No, that's bullshit. Nobody has Suspiria. I know why you put it in there." Because it's like, oh, you're jerking off the horror fans, but like, no, like trying to find a copy of Suspiria anywhere is almost fucking impossible.
That is insane, especially because when it garnered a remake that took 10 years to make, like that just seems kind of crazy, especially when you have such big people tied to it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad with streaming and everything now you can watch it at your leisure. But
that is the beauty.
It took me like 3 years to find a fucking DVD copy so I could actually watch it. Like it took forever for me to find.
It's cool that we can just like stream it now, which is kind of cool. But just imagine the old adventure of just trying to find one fucking movie,
hunting it down.
Like talking to Evan, he's got this massive collection of shit that you won't be able to find anywhere. You just got to like go around and like. Or it's like looking for comic books. You just like, I pray to God this store has this one fucking issue. If I could just fucking find it.
Now you got Comics X.
Comicsology.
Comicsology.
Yeah, I'm obviously, that's where I've been reading a lot of my, catching up a lot of my shit.
I need to re-download that so I can read Old Man Logan.
Oh, dude, yeah, Old Man Logan.
And there we go. We're back on comic books.
Yes, comic book connection.
So anyway, what else about Suspiria? I think it's a solid movie. I thought it was really cool, and
well, see, seeing that this was about dance and that the original one was heavily based in ballet, I reached out to an old friend of mine, one of the best people I know, Bryn Watkins, about it, and she said that this is an incredible movie. And I'm guessing she listens because her next suggestion was shots for any time a dancer does something that would require therapy.
Nice.
So I think she is trying to kill us, and it's probably because of that foot comment I made because she is a dancer herself.
No, there you go.
So,
I think we're gonna keep this one nice, sweet, and short, and dive into the movie.
Hell yeah.
Last thing I'm gonna say is this is or not this one, but the original Suspiria was the first in Dario Argento's Witch trilogy. You got Suspiria, Inferno, and then Tenebra, I think are the three. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And let us know if you've seen any Dario Argento films or if you've seen this movie. Yeah. So
if you're one of the small handful, God, 20 million and only, oh my God,
yeah,
man.
I know. Unfortunate, but
Huge bomb.
yeah.
But even then, it was like, it's still like, just like select theaters. And then like,
Right.
it was,
The select theaters, and then it was immediately on Amazon like a month after or something.
yeah.
So
Well, I also read that like it's another one of those ones where I don't know if I buy into it, where when they were streaming it at like Cinecon or some shit like that, where people walked out in the middle of it
probably
because of disturbing. I don't know if I buy that.
there's one scene that gets really really tough to watch.
Okay.
So I think that's probably the scene people ended up leaving in.
I think maybe I'm just such a cheapskate that if I just paid the money, that I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit here and finish this. I paid the money. I don't want to get rid of it. I've eaten. I've devoured so much shitty pizza that I'm like, I don't fucking want this. I don't want to eat any of this. It's
Yeah.
like, but I
It's
paid,
like, but I
for,
paid for it.
So I'm gonna eat all of this and feel like crap.
Yep. Let's see. I think that brings us to today's sponsor. This podcast is brought to you by Hopkins Brewing Company, Southwest Brown. Today I had the Hunter Kolsch again. It's still on tap. Always a good solid light beer to try and brighten up your day. Also, we got a new burger special on the what are we calling the burger?
Ghost Rider.
The Ghost Rider
Sorry,
burger.
Hold on. Better on. The Ghost Rider. There we go.
Morning bonehead.
Well, this is Ghost Rider Burger, which has a sweet ghost pepper barbecue sauce, smoked Gouda, bacon, and crispy fried shallots tossed in a ghost pepper chili.
Yeah.
Really, really good. People have not stopped talking at me about it. Not to me.
Yeah.
Never to. No one
Never
ever
to.
talks to
Never
a
to.
chef. They
Talk
always
at.
talk at.
So yeah, that's really good. What were you drinking?
Oh, well, we discussed earlier off pod that it's getting warmer, and we treated ourselves to some sours today, and I had the guava sour, which just tapped this morning over at Hopkins. Really, really good. I mean, the guava got us, don't get me wrong, I like it a lot, but this is just a good classic sour with that nice like guava mouthfeel behind it.
Yeah.
I wish I knew all the hops and stuff, but I haven't been given any information yet. Otherwise, I'd definitely rattle it all off.
Yeah.
But this is a classic Hopkins beer. Shows up right as the weather starts turning warm, right when you're ready for it.
Oh, yeah.
Sit on the patio with your dog, have this beer.
Dude, I can't wait until we got the what is it? The raspberry goza back on. Like, I'm pretty sure I tapped a keg by myself on that one.
Oh, that raspberry goza is
so
awesome,
good.
and that's another great beer to mix with some of the other lighter beers to just
Yeah.
create just some stupid. I think what we did last year was Pico Rico mixed with the. Oh my god,
That was always a treat.
Yeah.
Always good. So yeah, go check out Hopkins Brewing Company, and if we're there, say hi to us, and we'll give you a sticker.
hell yeah!
All right, we'll be back after we watch Suspiria.
Suspiria.
Just another classic female empowerment movie that we have no credentials to be able to talk about at all.
Yeah. And also just another one of those movies where it's like, oh yeah, all fun and games and the preamble, and then
Post is like, oh, shit.
life.
Told you, it's pretty dark. It's not like horribly scary or anything.
Oh no,
It does have like
yeah.
a lot of shocking imagery and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I was
yeah.
waiting for a jump scare the entire time, and I'm so glad I did not get one.
No.
I think that would have cheapened the entire experience.
Exactly. This movie's all atmospheric and, oh, God, I love it. It's so good.
Oh, yeah.
But it's wildly different from the original. Like, the original... Okay, so spoilers, but if you've made it this far in, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the original ends with Susie... Like, Sarah still gets killed and everything, which I don't even know if her character was named Sarah in the original.
Yeah.
But, you know, Susie goes in and finds Marcos and stabs her and kills her and ends the witches and everything. And, like, Susie's not like secretly the leader of the witches. She's just a dance student that they want to have Marcos take over her body, right?
Yeah.
And and she breaks in, and then they like use. There's a lot of shocking images in the original too. Like they use Sarah's dead body with like her throat slit. And she's got all these fucking slashes on her face because she got cut up by a razor wire and shit.
Yeah.
And like her dead body's going after Susie with the knife and shit. It's a pretty good scene. So yeah, the endings are wildly different, and then there's no RAF subplot. The doctor isn't a character. It's purely just the girls in the dance studio.
But in the original, Susan, she ends it.
Yeah, she is the hero. Like she's I mean, technically she's the hero in this one too, but yeah, just wildly different takes.
Huh. Fascinating.
Yeah. She's not secretly Mother Suspiriorum, and it's like, oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, no, Susie's just a dance academy student. Which another fun throwback. So the doctor, the lady he's walking with, who's playing old Anka, that's the original Susie Banyan.
Oh, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
When I first saw it, I was like there was just this like a flash image of her like smacking him, waking him up, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? That was okay. And then she comes back later. I'm like, hell yeah.
Oh, okay. That's really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. Huh. I think I might need to watch the original. Yeah.
It's really good. It's a very, very different style of movie though.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll pull up a let's see, Suspiria 1977. And you can get a closer look. At Susie. Yeah, there we go.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, definitely dressed a lot in the same style and everything. That kind of more.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool that the original was in 77 and then this one is set in 77. Just with a lot more subplots and stuff.
Yeah, with a lot more.
I very much enjoyed them getting into that, like the slow mental breakdown of the characters that can't come to terms with the fact they're being driven insane by the witches.
Yeah.
Like especially Chloe Moretz and then slowly Sarah. I thought that was really cool.
Well, especially to start off with like Chloe Moretz's character, Patricia. Like she starts off like we start the movie with her pretty much just gone, fully paranoid and just. Then you don't see her again till the end of the fucking movie, and she's like at top billing, which is
wild, right?
That's like, okay, hey man, when you can get it, fucking get it.
I did that same thing first time. I was like, she's just in the beginning. Where the fuck has she been this whole movie?
And then it's like, then she shows up. At least I think that's her. I know it's supposed to be her, but
yeah, she's
that's
all like rotted and shit.
Yeah, that is some solid makeup work. So it's like,
dude. Okay,
damn.
so that being said,
yeah,
Tilda Swinton. So you saw. I'm sure they probably wanted Dame Judi Dench to come in to be Mother Marcos, right? But then she couldn't. So they, Tilda Swinton's in that suit.
Yeah.
Not only is Tilda Swinton in that suit, but the character Yosef, the doctor.
Yeah.
That's also Tilda Swinton.
Okay, so that's what was throwing me off.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure like she was like, I think I read something where she was playing a dude, and then I was like, just kept looking at the doctor. I'm like, something's off but familiar about this guy. And I'm not
it's
sure
Uncanny Valley style,
yeah.
right?
So just trying to fucking, okay.
That didn't come out until like 2 years after the movie came out.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
Nice.
Nobody fucking knew that was Tilda Swinton.
God damn.
Yeah, she crushed it.
Yeah, no, that's like blowing my mind. Like, it's like finding out that Glenn Close is the pirate gets thrown in the boo box and Hook. And those movies are on equal ground. The Suspiria remake and Hook.
Yeah. But yeah, unfortunately this one bombed. It's got mixed reviews. I think it's a really good movie. I think it's fun. I love witches. I love the concept of just the witches are women taking back their control of their lives and everything, fighting back against the oppression and shit.
Oh yeah. Well, especially like when
the cops come in, they're just like fucking like they're all in a trance and they start fucking with this dick.
They can just laughing at it.
Yeah.
It's like all right. Yeah. Which as you should. Penises are ridiculous fucking things.
Yeah.
Like
I love that. I love witch movies. They're good.
Well, also, yeah, especially like with the women like kind of taking the power back, women empowerment, like when they drag the doctor in, which
Yeah, I forgot about that line. I was like, oh fuck.
it's like like you don't listen to women.
She's like,
when
she
they tell you
comes
the truth,
in-
you just say they're delusional.
Yeah, she comes in disturbed and clearly needing help, and you say she's having delusions. Did you pity her? No, you said she has delusions. I was
And it's
like,
fuck. It's like Jesus. Okay, yeah. Which I mean, that's still a common thing to this
there
day.
is a have your cake and eat it too, though. I feel like a little bit because it's like, yeah, they're taking it back, they're taking control and everything, but it's also still like it's not hypersexualized, but there is a lot of sexual imagery in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Like Susie masturbating with one of those fucking rib blade things, and then just all the nudity.
a lot of nudity.
And a lot of the dance moves are pretty sexual too.
I know. I noticed that too. That's something I was trying to focus on when it came to like the dancing itself, what they're trying to convey with the cinematography. I found it to be very, like, honestly, kind of with how Dakota Johnson, Susie describes it in the very beginning. She was like, it felt like fucking.
Yeah,
But-
fucking a man.
No,
an animal.
an animal, like an animal, it was all very animalistic and like a lot of heavy breathing and grunts and but still also very sexual at the same time, but not like.
And that is also a little bit of that taking it back, taking back women's sexuality, them owning it and everything, which I appreciate. But yeah, it is to have a cake and eat it too, because I really want to see like, you know, the taking it back and like owning it and be like, yeah, go girl, but I'm also enjoying this a lot.
Yeah. It's like fuck yeah, go get him. But it's like, oh man, okay, wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of like low angle shots, like spread eagle, and I'm like,
I noticed that in
I
a
know
lot,
that's very, very that is 100% a stylistic choice to be like, yeah, we've got very pretty dancing women in our movie, and you're an asshole for enjoying this, by the way.
Yep, you were part of the problem. Here's all these low shots, like long slow pans across, and it's just I noticed a lot shot from the bottom and then the top, not a lot center wise, except when we're dealing with the story of the doctor, which I mean, I guess that probably says something. I don't fucking know anything, but I feel like that might say something regarding that.
I do like that story. A little bit of it, like I understand why the doctor character is needed in the movie, but a lot of it feels to me like it could be its own separate movie.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like tagged on that much, but it does kind of have that essence of like this could have been its own movie and we could have stuck with the Dance Academy, but I do like.
Oh yeah, I definitely
like it,
and
and I
like
understand the
addition.
purpose of why he's in the movie.
Yeah, he's. I mean, I guess it's like is he technically the audience, or is he just like?
Yeah, a little bit of the audience insert, and
little bit of like,
they need the witness.
Yeah, the witness. The witness. Kind of interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I only have 3.
Yeah, just kept. I'm glad to know that was Tilda Swinton because it just kept throwing.
Yeah.
Like,
Those are my 3 notes.
this dude doesn't seem like a dude.
Yeah, Tilda is Klemperer, female empowerment, and the OG Susie. Those are my notes.
Jesus Christ. Well, I've got at least double that. First note, 6 acts.
Yeah.
Jesus. Which, oh man, I was also trying to figure out the meaning in between with like the graphics they use for every single act.
The ramping up of the black keys and everything becoming red.
Becoming red with the red notes, black, and like notice that. I thought that was super fucking cool as hell, especially with like as it started to ramp up, and then you get to the epilogue which I was not expecting an epilogue. I thought like we were ending right.
Yeah, it feels like when the doctor's walking away, that's like the natural end of the movie.
It's like hey, like movie's over. He's all fucked up in the head. Dakota Johnson is, now head bitch, and they're gonna have a hell of a time getting all that blood out. Which I did find that scene funny towards the end, where like they're just gonna it's like fuck it, and they're just I'm just gonna try to reattach Tilda Swinton's.
Yeah, surprise! Blanc's still alive. That's a happy little happy moment.
Yeah, which so then that just kind of leaves more questions. But I did remember reading that this was supposed to be
Susie's probably keeping her alive.
Yeah, I also did remember reading this book. Like they were thinking of having this be like more than one thing, kind of like how with the original of the 3-part kind of series, there was talks about having this one just be part 1. And then doing like more. I don't know if that's still a thing. It's been long enough.
I know it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're if they would, I'd be into it. But you know, this movie didn't. I don't think it had enough of a commercial success to keep.
Oh
going.
yeah, no. I mean, when it was made for that much and then made so little back. Like, yeah, it's.
It's also Amazon, so who knows?
So who fucking knows? I know. I mean,
If they decide to just drop money on it again, which I'd be 100% for. I think this movie was very well done. Like I said in the preamble, it's my favorite horror movie remake. Because I can't count Evil Dead 2013 as a remake.
Yeah, that's not.
I think it's its own Evil Dead movie.
Yeah,
but if it would be tied for one if I consider it
an actual remake instead of just. What would you? Yeah, that's not a remake. That's a.
I'd say it's a reboot.
Reboot. Yeah, reboot.
Reimagining.
A redo.
Redo.
Redo because of all the French that we had to listen to. The French and the German.
Yeah, there's so much French and German.
But what was also really cool though was with the stylizing of the subtitles, like all the German, like when they're having like a lot of the darker witch talk and all that, like it's all like all the Germans in red.
Yeah.
And then we have like these motherly moments between Tilda Swinton and Dakota Johnson. It's like French and blue, and starts off before Dakota Johnson can just speak.
Dakota Constant.
Dakota Constant. No. This is female empowerment.
Speaking of, yeah. How'd you like her in this one?
I enjoyed her. I mean, I'm still not convinced that she's a great actress.
No, I'm not either.
But I think this is like I think given the certain roles, she can pull it off really well. Like 'cause she's not required to emote super big. Like she's, I mean, they pretty much let her know like that she's kind of like a former Mennonite and things like that. We're very like religiously like repressed, which you could see when she shows up, like with how she's dressed, and as the story progresses, she gets a bit more into it, provocative, which is great character growth.
Yeah.
But I think, her being just more of a very subdued and internal character, she does that really, really well.
Yeah, and she's all cutesy and innocent and shit. Like, I like that a lot. But yeah, I'd agree. I don't think she's the best actor, but she's good in this movie.
Yeah,
especially her choreography. She just fucking nails.
Oh, she nailed that
She's
fucking choreography,
so
dude. My God. I mean, again, like I said, I was really focused on the dancing. I thought the dancing was
the dancing is
brilliant
phenomenal
and
in this
fantastic. Yeah. And I think give her the right script, give her the right part. I think that she can then really just fucking kick ass.
And she's still pretty early, I would say. Like, not early, but I mean, she's gonna be around for a while.
Yeah, I mean, hell, who knows? This could end up being like a Kristen Stewart, Robert Pattinson thing where you get casted, like you start off in this bullshit fucking series, and you've got to take some time to like show like, hey, no, actually, I can act. Here I am. I am an actual, I'm an actor.
Yeah,
not just coming from Twilight or a Twilight fanfic that ended up becoming like its own fucking thing.
Right.
Like so.
Yeah, I'm happy with both of them. Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson that they were able to spread their wings and be like, hey, look, we can actually fucking act.
Yeah, because we're like, anyone else like that their career would have stopped there. I mean, like you don't hear about Taylor Lautner anymore after that.
No,
because he can't fucking. They tried giving a few movies out, and he can't.
No, they tried to make him an action star. Then he tried to be in comedies, and it's like
nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares. But yeah, no, like I'm excited. Like I think because of this, I think I'll keep an eye on Dakota Johnson. Just to kind of see
I've been keeping my eye on her after this one.
I think like with 50 Shades of Grey and Madam Web, I think just keep her out of like those super big budget, high end like fandom things.
Yeah. And she's. I think were you telling me that she's a nepo baby or not nepo baby, but from
she comes like
lineage.
Like her
lineage.
mom is Melanie Griffith, and
right.
her father, I'm spacing on his name right now, but also.
Right. Yeah, so she comes from
good stock.
Yeah, good stock. Acting lineage.
But I think give her some time. And also, like one thing I like because I did watch like a lot of interviews with Dakota Johnson leading up to Madam Web and all that, and I do like her interviewing style when she's allowed to be loose. Like
she's fun.
She's fun. Like she's fun. She seems like a lot of fun. So I would like to see her in more things, especially if it's stuff like this, to where she kind of just. I really like this movie. I think she did a really, really good job, especially towards the end with the embracing of, and
then she opens up her heart vagina.
Yeah, that was You know, the entire scene, I'm like, I have no idea where anything is gonna go. Like, like you can kind of like you get a vague idea throughout the movie, like, okay, these things are gonna happen, or like Mia Goth, that bitch is dead.
Fucking rug pull so hard at the end.
And then you're like, oh, explosion here, blood,
Exploding heads,
Exploding
heart
head.
vagina.
Heart vagina.
I guess the devil, I have no idea. Or just a demon
Or I guess
that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, or I guess what is actually like the actual mother Suspirium itself, I guess, or
like the entity or like the demonic manifestation of
it all that was
I don't
attuned
know.
to her. But I think it was because attuned to her because it seemed to be, from what I was guessing during the flashbacks to her mom, like her mom claimed that her daughter was her like sin, and that's like why she was sick and dying and all that. So it's probably why she's got that close attunement to. I mean, more than Chloe Grace Moretz, because she's Carrie, so therefore she's pretty close, but not quite. And also that Carrie remake sucked.
Yeah, it was so bad.
Fucking pissed me off.
Don't
make Carrie a goddamn stupid high school romantic. Fucking
yeah, it was bad.
That's a different movie.
From one good remake to a bad remake.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh, well, speaking about Robert Pattinson, we got to check out The Lighthouse. The Lighthouse is really.
I really want to check that out a lot. That looks. I mean,
I've seen it 3 times now, and it's just fucking great. It's so weird. It's another really weird atmospheric movie like this, and it's it's all shot in black and white and in 4:3, and it's so fucking weird.
That is okay,
but I love it. It's 100% just an atmospheric horror movie, and then it's just Pattinson and Willem Dafoe playing off of each other, and it's wild.
Yeah, no, I really want to see it. I remember when I saw the trailers for it, I really want to see that, even though I was kind of still a little on the fence about Pattinson. I'm pretty sure this guy can act from what I heard. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. But it's got Willem Dafoe, so I can't go wrong.
Yeah. That was the one where I was like, all right, I'm going to give him a chance. Mm-hmm. And then Good Time, I've heard Good Time is really good. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was like, all right, let's watch The Lighthouse. Let's give him a chance. And like, oh, homie's fucking great in this.
And then he was the Batman, and like obviously everyone, like we've talked about how we feel about the Batman, just getting an angry British actor who's really good at acting. Yeah, does a great job. So
I don't think Pattinson's British, is he?
Is he?
I don't know.
Well, either way, he did a great job. Either way, and so if Dakota Johnson,
I think he was just really. Oh wait, no, I think he is British. I'm trying to remember
because why else would he be in Harry Potter?
Right,
they didn't really cast
they only cast British actors.
Yeah.
But yeah, it had to have been the other way around where he went to go audition for something. I don't think it was Twilight, but it was something either before or like right after it. No, it was something like in the same vein of like or the same timeline as Harry Potter. So before he was in Twilight, where he goes and he auditions and they had no idea that he was British because his accent was so good. Yeah. And then and to bring it back to Suspiria, Chloe Moretz did the same thing, auditioning in Hugo, where her accent was so good. Marty Scorsese was like, "Oh shit, you're not actually like whatever. You're not actually British."
Oh yeah. Oh, and then like when you see hear her speaking German, that's what I was keeping an eye on. Like when
really
people start, like they all do a great job of speaking German. I mean, with my limited exposure to German, but it all sounded just very natural and not like at all like clunky, which you do get in some movies.
Definitely had a dialect coach
on there really for the German and the French. Like they did a really, really, really good job. I didn't write a lot of notes. I've got a lot of mental notes, but I didn't write a lot of notes because I require looking away, and I hate that I had to take a piss.
This was another one where you just can't look away. The entire movie is just so captivating. It's like it's hard. It's really hard to pull yourself away.
I gotta pee and I want a goddamn beer. Son of a bitch. Okay, no, I'll give 5 more minutes.
It was a good time to pause though.
Yeah. And also one of the first times where we paused the movie and I wasn't blown away about how much longer we had. I'm like, wait, we've only got an hour left? There's only an hour left? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, this one was like what was the last one we watched that was super long? But The House of Jack.
The House of Jack.
Yeah, where it's just like, oh shit, we're almost done.
So it's like, what do you mean we're almost fucking done? There's still so much more story to fucking tell. Are you what? What? You can't do that. That's not fair. I want more.
So yeah, I think I'm debating between the two main dance piece songs to put in the ad break because I like the do 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 because in the 6/8 time, or at least I think it's in 6/8 time. And then the other one, the do 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 do, like yeah. So again, another really big plus for this movie. The soundtrack is really really
dude,
good.
yeah, fucking yeah, Radiohead went out of the park. Way to go, Tom York, dude. That was yeah. Really, really, really well done. Captured the suspense a lot. I was curious where he was going to go with it, just because my only exposure to him is through Radiohead. So that was this is a really, really good movie. I think I could see why some people might be disappointed about it. I think some people would have wanted a lot more supernatural elements.
It's more of a it's more of a slow burn atmospheric horror.
It's a slow, it's an art house piece. I think that's why I could see why like some classic horror fans getting like really upset.
Yeah, and the first one isn't an art house piece. It's a 70s Italian giallo. So it's completely different.
Yeah. So I could see where that might upset people, but also you just got to go in with a different mindset when it comes to remakes and reboots.
I don't think it's a giallo, but it's a 1970s Italian.
I know nothing about gelato other than I like gelato. So yeah. And it's an Italian gelato. Sure, man. Okay, let's get back to my simple ass notes. Oh yeah, remember when everyone smoked? Just the amount of smoking.
Yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, this is in the 70s. Everybody's fucking smoking all the goddamn time. And just trying to think, I'm like, oh man. I mean, I'm pretty sure like they weren't doing real cigarettes, but just trying to imagine just going through all that choreography. Yeah. While being a heavy smoker at the same time.
I mean that's what's good about modern art or like modern movies and shit. They don't have to actually chain smoke cigarettes,
that's fucking awesome because just trying to do all that very intense and very
it's a lot. It's very physical. It's very fast and like heavy breathing and shit. Like
that's my second. Like one of my other notes is just so much heavy breathing everywhere. Like that. Like everyone is like mic'd right up to their fucking noses because
and like the ending. So like the ending when things are ramping up and like the dance company, they're doing those super fast moves like up, down, 1, 2, 3, like down. Like they do that so much for so long.
Yeah,
it's like God damn, that's exhausting.
Oh my god, yeah. It was but so fucking cool. And even then, like while they're all getting hyped up, it's all and really, really well done. And the costumes are cool, like especially with the theme of rebirth and all that being tied into the dance and being also leading to like
I can tell like so we were still I was still pretty early in my relationship with my ex and like I took her with me to go see this. And I was like, okay, this is really good, and like this is really fun. I can tell we're both enjoying it. And then, like, she wasn't at the point where she would get mad, like she'd get mad at me for looking. But it was like at the very end, I could still like kind of sense it. At the end, it was like that's a lot of naked women.
It's a lot of.
We're not in the point of our relationship where we're gonna have a fight about it in the car ride home. But I can tell she's upset that I'm watching this.
Well, that's just her being narrow-minded.
Yeah.
Just a lot of people there's also a penis.
Narrow-minded and insecure.
Exactly. It's like, all right, I'm thinking about them. It's like, no, I'm just watching a movie and it all pertains to the movie. Yeah. It's not like, I wouldn't say like overtly gratuitous.
No.
It all makes sense, especially with like when it comes to like pagan, demonic, rituals.
Witches are always doing weird, dumbass naked shit.
Dude, man, they still be doing that shit right now where like they just get together, they go out to the woods during like the solstice, they're naked and they get that thing with their hands in the air.
They like dance around the fire
and they're reeking of fucking patchouli or some shit.
Thank you. I was you beat me to it.
So they still be fucking doing that. Yeah. So that's just there's nothing new there, nothing gratuitous. That all fits in with how that stuff goes, and even then like dancing naked, and like that's all ancient human history and things like that. We didn't used to be afraid of the human body. Look at like Greek and Roman artwork where you got people like sucking each other off on vases. I mean, like.
Yo, Michelangelo, can you paint the Sistine Chapel? Yeah, but I'm gonna draw a bunch of dudes with their dicks out though.
That's just nothing but just hogs, tits, and beers everywhere. Just nothing but that everywhere. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong about the human body.
No, human body.
There's no reason to be like I get it. Like it's that repression, like growing up in especially in this fucking state.
Oh yeah.
But like I honestly like there's nothing wrong with like the human body and like people being naked. It's fine. Like we're all human. We all get mostly naked all the time.
Yeah.
Just the shower.
Yeah.
Unless you're Mormon and you wear your magic underwear.
Fucking that goddamn magic underwear. And even then, you're gonna get naked at least a few times to have sex.
No.
And to
Oh
shower.
no, you just pull it through the.
Oh
the
yeah,
thing.
that's right. You got you make it Amish style, and you just have the sheet with the hole in it.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, I think that's Jewish or Orthodox.
Oh yeah.
I don't even. No, that's not even like really a thing.
I don't know if that's really a thing or
No.
if that's just something that's just been like put in pop culture and it's now just in my head where
it-
oh yeah, no, that's a thing.
Yeah, no, like Ari has a whole bit about it in his stand up, and he's like, no, that's not a real thing. You guys just created that, and then we took it and it's like, yeah, that's funny.
Well, he's not wrong because that's a funny fucking image. Okay, Slim. Yeah, this was a random note that I wouldn't say a really random note, but like at the beginning when Susie offers, she's like, "Well, I'll do it." I was like,
Yeah.
okay, is this like just American arrogance? I was expecting some sort of line on that because it's the 70s. Like, oh, so you've seen it hundreds of times. You think you can do it. Or, all right, whatever. But it's like, oh, no, you actually fucking can.
Yeah.
And even then I started thinking about it afterwards. I'm like, how many times have I or people I know gone on YouTube to look up on how to do something? You watch it a few times and then you just fucking get it done.
Yeah. You're like, now I'm the master of this.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, now I know how to do it. I watched the video, and now I know how to fucking do it. So
Yeah.
it's like kind of just noticing that a little bit and then just like, yeah, no, like that's something people do. Like, yeah, you watch.
I mean, if you grow up like and your entire life is dedicated to doing this, like, yeah, watching the videos 100 times and then going and seeing it live and everything and just knowing everything beat by beat, like I get it.
Yeah, especially with the amount of passion and like not quite obsession, but just like
A little bit of obsession.
a little bit of obsession.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little bit of obsession behind passions,
Yeah.
especially extreme passions, which is,
God, we're real serious today. There's another one where it's like, let's watch a horror movie and be really serious about it.
coming off the heels of Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, where I don't remember what we talked about last.
I think we also got kind of semi-serious with Terminator 2 as well.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But I like taking it a little bit more serious, downplaying the drinking and everything, because
Oh, yeah.
you know, and listeners, if you're still with us, like we're working on getting towards being monetized.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could help us out with that, like, share, and subscribe, like everything helps. Show your friends, show your coworkers, show your colleagues, people you think you would like to listen to us be dumb and talk about movies. It would really help us out.
Oh, yeah. No, please, guys, please help us out so we can keep doing more of this.
And we can get better equipment and you guys, and maybe start filming if y'all want to see that. It's definitely possible for season 4, but you're gonna have to let us know.
You're going to definitely have to let us know. Okay, next note, gruesome contortionist during the dance. Where,
Oh yeah, when they're throwing Olga around.
yeah, and it's like, oh my God, okay. Wow, okay.
Yeah. I was gonna say something, but I didn't want to ruin the moment. Like, I was like, I'm pretty sure if people walked out, it was during that scene.
Actually, which I can see why like they might be inclined, but I just found myself more captivated than like disgusted or turned off or anything. Just like, what the fuck? Especially like how they pulling it off and just
The choreography is timed into like throwing her around and like that shit is so
like
cool.
arm reaches out and then like fucking ribs and everything like they just stand in like parts like just like the choreography once again like with the dancing and all that really really well done and then timed super well with Olga's just intense goddamn demise.
Yeah.
I felt like fuck you already talked about that. Goth is wearing heels while trying to be sneaking the entire time.
Yeah.
And that's fucking stupid.
That's really funny.
Wear soft shoes. But also something I did notice during that scene
The
is
entire fucking dance studio is just so loud.
Yeah,
like
it's
everything is so loud.
Except for with fucking Dakota Johnson, like she's stepping soft everywhere she goes. Like she's in like either like her flats or just socks. Like she's soft everywhere she goes.
She's her sound like she's soft, she's simple, she's innocent, like she's cute, like
But also like she's just I feel like it makes her more part of the studio, makes her more in tune with it because she's not standing out as much. Like even like Tilda Swinton, who is like clearly higher up and got a lot more respect in the I want to say Coven or Circle.
Yeah, the company.
The company, like even her, like her movements and steps, like aren't as loud as a lot of the more, like ones usually like a lot of ones that are gonna die. Like
it's the there's a word for it. I can't think of it off the top of my head. There's usually one per episode,
and that's a shot right there.
Yeah.
For Fabian trying to remember a word.
Something about the unsuspecting. or something like that. Like Dakota Johnson's character is like, she's quiet, she's nuanced, you wouldn't expect her to stand out in a crowd and everything, and yet she is the one. She is the one.
She's the chosen one who'll bring balance to the force.
Train the boy.
Train the boy. Then just lots of heavy breathing and a lot of cackling.
Yeah,
the amount of cackling,
the witch cackling.
Holy shit.
Perfect.
It's like, I don't think you guys be more on the nose. This is about fucking witches.
Nailed it. They nailed the cackling.
And even I think the cackling itself was like minor jump scary-ish because it just like
I think the only like kind of jump scare things are mostly smash cuts and stuff
smash
like
cuts,
that.
or like when you got the lady running out to grab the doctor.
But it's not
screaming in the middle of the fucking street.
It's not overtly like set up jump scare.
No, it's not like a fucking cat or a door opening up or some shit. While like building up with the music, because even the music itself doesn't build up for like it keeps a good tone, like a good steady tone, and then builds as the moment itself is building, and then it's like maintains without being like, doesn't feel all over the place, or it just feels like natural music settings throughout the entire thing, I think.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, once again, props to fucking Tom York for doing that, and just really interesting that rock stars can be such good jobs at fucking doing film scores.
I mean, fucking take Trent Reznor. Like
exactly.
I'd say Trent Reznor is a way better composer than he is a songwriter.
Oh yeah, and don't get me wrong, because I love Nine Inch Nails. Like I fucks with some Nine Inch Nails.
They're not my favorite, but there's a couple Nine Inch Nails songs I'll fuck with.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't like Noah. Like I like Nine Inch Nails a lot. Like love is a strong word, but I like a lot of them. But like his film scores are just so much goddamn fun, and so well done.
Yeah.
And I think that just comes from like rock stars that just understand what music is itself, and you're able to adapt to what that is, and then also having kind of a kind of just knowing music, like movies and music and art.
Yeah, fucking nerds.
Fucking nerds. Fucking dorks.
Who would be in a band and play music their whole life?
Well, that's fucking stupid.
All right. I don't know.
I mean, other than that, I mean, it's mostly the. I mean, I can go off about just like all my theories and thoughts on that, but I think I've kind of summated them up pretty well.
But yeah, like you were saying earlier, costume design is really cool.
Well.
I like the
great progression.
Yeah, the new design for the Volt the costumes,
Yeah,
the red rope
with everything and everywhere. It's also flew around like with everything, but also then
it really just exaggerates every single motion they do, and that's really fucking cool to watch.
But then also when like Sarah disappeared, like when Sarah like ends up screaming from a broken leg and getting dragged off of the company floor and all that, you then cut to Dakota Johnson wearing her robe while waiting in bed, talking in French to Tilda Swinton, and that's just like because she's got her normal like plain Jane, grew up on a farm in Ohio, like.
Yeah, now she does is wear a robe.
Yeah, just
and
wears a robe.
And most of the end of the movie, she's just butt ass naked.
Yeah, butt ass naked, or just like, or wearing like the nice black outfit with the gloves and just like dressed to the nines.
Oh yeah. That last outfit when they're out to dinner, that one's fucking.
Where she doesn't eat a fucking thing. She's just sitting across the table,
her and Tilda
staring
Swinton
at
are just
which
staring
can
at
you
each other.
imagine just having to like just one act with Tilda Swinton, Jesus Christ,
yeah.
and then two just having to have a stare down across the table. While a bunch of people are singing in German and laughing and cackling their goddamn asses off. And you just got to maintain eye contact because you're embracing. It's like, I'm ready for this new role. And she's just like on the fence because she's kind of learned to start caring for this person, which she, Dakota Johnson didn't really have, which I think is what makes it so where she actually does embrace her role as.
Yeah. She never really had a positive mother figure.
Yeah, no. There was that one point where she was like, showed her like about to get her hand fucking ironed for something.
She was jacking off in the wardrobe.
That's what it was. That's what jacking off in the wardrobe. That's right. Okay, yeah. Because don't do that, guys. Don't master.
Yeah.
Fucking do it, man. Pleasure yourself. All right.
Especially not if
in
you're
private.
Especially not if you're a Mennonite preteen that's just discovering, the body and everything.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
So I can do this. Oh.
I'm gonna hide in the wardrobe, but still a lot of heavy breathing.
Yes, because there's so much fucking heavy breathing, guys. Control your breathing.
Yeah. So anyway, really fun.
Oh yeah, no, super fun fucking movie. I highly recommend it. It could be divisive. Some of you may like it. Some of you may not. But
yeah, if you're into that slow burn atmospheric horror, I'd say definitely check it out. And if you're a fan of dance and all that stuff. Really, yeah, honestly, check it out. The choreography is next to none. It's so good. Very well put together movie.
Goddamn good.
Um,
So well done. Like also this is, but like I also wish we just had like the female perspective here to kind of talk about it.
Yeah.
And also I'd like to know a dancer's perspective when it comes to just like, I don't know. I'd just like to know how true to life a lot of the lessons and the teachers and stuff were. Cause I've heard like opposite things where like some teachers are fucking nightmares.
yeah.
Like that's kind of a trope, but also like in this one, like they seemed like they were pushing you kind of hard, but also were very like soft and understanding at the same time, which
Yeah, especially even like back in the 70s, like that to me like seems a little bit weird because
yeah,
like even like drum corps in the 90s, like fucking drum corps in the early 2000s, like
well maybe we're just coming from a toxic masculine point where we were like just berated to be doing fucking shit.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of get the the teachers of dance choreography and everything doing marching band and drum corps for fucking forever. Like I get that, and like some people, yeah, some teachers, a lot of the leaders, like they'll beat you into the ground to make sure you're good. But
Oh yeah, that football coach that would swing his fucking key, like his keys on a lanyard and hit us on the helmet while we were doing stretches. And you got to deal with that loud ass ringing in your fucking ears, and then go run like several fucking miles. Like that's supposed to build character.
Well, who knows? Like I can see the other, like the flip side of the coin too, where it's be like, yeah, like I'm gonna beat you down so you're tough and you can take it and you can push yourself to be better and all that shit. Like, but I personally as a teacher don't do that shit. I more push like positive reinforcement and everything. But I on myself, I'm super hard on myself when I'm learning and trying to teach myself something.
Oh yeah,
just because that's mostly how I was taught.
Oh no, same here. Like I am my worst critic. I will never I will not never. I shouldn't say that. That's not healthy. But my goal is to eventually get to a point where I actually am okay with what I do and like what, you did a good job.
Yeah,
it's like I'm not looking for anybody else to please. I'm just looking to make myself proud.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that, a little bit of the learned teaching behavior and everything, and where it's like, yeah, that's how I learned, but that's how I learned, and I don't want to. I don't want to teach people. I don't want to repeat the cycle.
Yeah, and that's not how everyone learns. Everyone learns differently, and there's certain ways to approach things, and it's all just part of the process of this life itself. Is just trying to figure out how to navigate and grow, and also share your experiences with everyone else without being a complete and total fucking bitch.
Yeah. Like also like a little bit of it is the perfectionist in me, where it's like nothing's ever good enough. It could always be better.
It could always be better. The amount of times I've said that. Yeah. Which is it's not the best way to go about things.
I mean,
to an extent it could be better, but I think learning some acceptance is. And now we're not even talking about the fucking movie anymore.
Yeah. We're just. Well, I mean, we're still in the realm of teaching and dance academy and all that shit.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, we're about 40 minutes in. I think it's a good episode.
So especially, I think with the art house pieces, I think it's definitely shorter because I don't want to reveal too much. I'd rather encourage people to check it out for yourself.
Right, because with the super artsy ones, it's like, and again, I've said it before, it's like art's subjective. So like, coming in, like even just bringing like a third party in on this episode, we'd have a completely different viewpoint and opinion about it.
Oh yeah, and the conversation would go in its own. Would go in a completely different direction besides what you and I talk about, especially if it's a third party. Because you and I have been doing this for a while now. Because we got a rapport established. We know certain things we talk about, certain beats. Having that like third party or somebody else with another knowledge would just completely change the conversation, which is super cool about movies that can do that.
Yeah.
Like when I was asked about the House of Jack built, I'm like, I can only give you cliff notes. Here's just what you need to know. Which just ended in just go fucking watch the goddamn movie.
Yeah, really, just like go watch it. Like it's hard to talk about. Like you'd be like, I went and saw Avengers 67. Doctor Doom gets an anal probe or something.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, oh yeah, it's fun. It's got some pretty good jokes, and you talk about the jokes, and then like and then Tony comes back and he fights Hulk, and Hulk busts him through the wall and blah blah blah. It's like
Spider-Man makes a reference to a science fiction movie, and it's all
And then it's different, and then be like, oh yeah, what's it like? Just go watch it, because
which is in a ballet school.
Well, I've introduced this movie and this the original and this one to so many people. I've got like my when I tell people about it, I've got my speech down to a T where it's like, well, it's about a dance studio and this American girl that goes to Germany to learn, but it turns out the dance studio is run by witches and it's a cult, and they slowly figure out that the head of the dance academy wants to take over this new girl's body from America. So it's kind of fun, and it's really surreal and atmospheric, and it's got a lot of really cool visceral images. There's a lot of reds. There's a lot of the original is like fucking. I think it was the last movie that was filmed in Technicolor, so they fucking went full out. Like, there's so many.
I remember reading that, and whereas with this one, Luca Di Beppo wanted to go with more muted tones with everything. More like
it was very
wintry
gray,
very gray.
But
except for in those moments with like the magic and all that, then you got like the weird color heat mirage thing going
the weird
on.
the weird sun reflection.
Yeah, sun reflection thing, like almost like
light,
a prism.
The light anomaly, prism anomaly. Yeah,
you got that going on, and then like all the goddamn red.
The dreams are very, very saturated.
Yeah,
but most of the time it's muted. But I think the decision to to dye Dakota Johnson's hair red is perfect. Like she's it makes her stand out so much more, especially because she's so unimposing. Was the word I was thinking of.
There we go. Unimposing was the word. Yeah, definitely unimposing. Little small town girl from Ohio here to go dance in the big city of Berlin. Well, half of the city of Berlin. This is
77. This is West Berlin.
Yeah, West Berlin. But no. Oh, god damn, man. Yeah, no. Let's wrap this up, because the only other thing I wanted to talk about was just the whole doctor story and his relationship with his wife, and just how heartbreaking that was. Yeah. But also just the kind of closure that you get at the end.
It's really nice.
Which was kind of because like okay, no, okay. Way to give him that gift.
Yeah, actually give him closure and make him forget about everything that happened.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Witches.
But. Yeah, no, I'm going to shut up now. I'm tired and I kind of want to go to bed.
Yeah, same. All right. This has been Classic Cinema. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends.
And tell my dad, if you're out there, just come on, man. There's a few episodes now. Just get on those socials, dude. Stop being a bitch. Fucking reach out and touch faith.